What is up, guys? I am Heavy J. Welcome back to 3J Gaming, and today we're doing something a little different. This is going to be one of those announcement videos where we just kind of talk about the channel overall and what direction that we want 3J to go in. Now, last time that we did this, we had a great amount of success. We did our additions video, a couple weapons videos that absolutely blew up, and we loved every single minute of it. And we thank you all for those who commented, all those who watched. It was absolutely great. But on top of that, what we want to see happen is to get to that monetization. I know it's not about the money. It's never been for the money. But for me, I want to explain something to you guys. My day job isn't just a normal day job. I work at a juvenile attention center. Pretty much like a juvie, but it's halfway between state and a treatment center. So basically, we get a lot of crazy kids in there sometimes. It's not all bad, but you see some really heart-wrenching stuff in there. Child trafficking, abuse, sexual abuse, just all kinds of really bad stuff. And it can really drain your soul. It's not a physically hard job. It is a mentally hard job. And it's one of those things where it will eventually drag you down. After my brother passed, I found it really hard to work there. Not that it was the kids that were horrible or anything in particular. To tell you the truth, it's a good place to work, and I enjoy working there. The thing is, I don't love it. And it's not anything in particular, like I said. It's just, I've had this dream. I've had this idea, when Jeff passed, that I wanted to make a living doing this, to make my rent, even to make just some money, anything, doing what I've been doing. I've been at this for almost 2 years now. In October, it'll be 2 years. And it's gotten to the point to where I don't want to call it a hobby anymore. I want to call it my job. So I'm going to go into the mindset of this is now my job. 3 hours a day from 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock p.m. every day before I go into my normal job. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to work on 3J Gaming on every aspect I can. Today I sat down for several hours and learned a couple new tricks, Photoshop, and working with editing and stuff like that. A lot of people don't realize this. I know nothing. I used YouTube to teach me how to YouTube, and I am still so very new at it. And there's so much to learn with tags and editing and music and audio. This might sound horrible. I have no idea. When I listen to it, it sounds fine, but doesn't mean that it couldn't be better. I don't know the proper settings. I don't know how close I should sit to the mic. Stuff like that. It's all just, so much. So I'm getting back into learning, and that's one thing I want. On top of doing daily content, I'm going to be way more consistent. When I went back and started learning from YouTube, everyone said, be consistent, be consistent, be consistent. And I didn't really listen because it was a hobby. It was just something to do. And now I'm treating it like a job. So every night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when our content is going to be released every night. It's right before I start heading to work, and it'll be uploaded in the morning, and I'll have from 6 to 7, the first hour to, do the tags, do the thumbnail, do all that stuff, and get ready, and then make my new content. To never stop doing. I want to continue to learn constant. With this work schedule from 6 to 9, I'm going to do my absolute best to put out a 3 to 10 minute video every day. And it's going to be mostly me talking about games, doing playthroughs, doing how-to videos of games that I'm currently playing. There's a couple games that are coming out that were announced. We have E3 right around the corner. So we're going to be restructuring 3J. We're going to have a main game that we're going to play and make videos and content for. And then we're going to have Side Game, that is, the newest thing coming out, what we are interested in, what we might take a side little series over to cover, and then go back to our main game. And then on top of that, we're going to have 3 series that is going to come out weekly. I hope weekly. One of them is going to be kind of iffy, which is going to be the additions videos. A lot of people really enjoyed those. Like, that's our main bread and butter. The Far Cry video blew up, and we absolutely love that. Our State of Decay 2 additions video was also one of our main ones. So it's definitely going to be on this channel. Now, in addition to that, we just did a couple discussion videos, how we just kind of spitball and talk, and a lot of people seem to like those, and a lot of people seem to like what we were saying. So we're just going to continue on with that and make sure that we're going to try to get out at least once a week. Our schedules are really kind of tight, but even if it's just me talking about something, it'll still be there at least if me and Joey's schedules conflict. And then the third one is the blog that I said I was going to do in last December. Basically, I was going to put it on a sister channel and kind of just like throw them out there. And to tell you the truth, I just didn't have the heart to just have 0 subs and hope that everybody came over and whatnot. So I'm going to do that on like a Saturday or Sunday kind of a thing. So you have your normal week of content, and then the weekend will be like discussion and a vlog. The vlog, the way I want to set it up is talking about my life a little bit, the life of gaming and what's happening in the news and things that are affecting me personally as a creator. And then I want to polish it off with a story about Jeff, which is my younger brother that passed, and the whole reason why we're doing 3J Gaming. So it's one of those things where I don't want it to be on a sister channel. I want it to be on this channel because this is why this was made, so I can honor his memory, that his wish to someday, be a YouTuber, to make money just playing video games. And I know that's not it. I know, we were naive, and there's a ton more that goes into it. But, for my brother that just enjoyed watching people play video games, that's all there was to it. He was like, we talked about that all the time. So that's why when he passed, this is what we did. Now, I can't do this alone. I can't just make this my job and just magically produce money and subs and shares and likes and all that stuff. I can put in the effort, I can put in the time, but it's going to be you guys that determines how well I do, how far my videos reach. So if anybody does want to help support us, we did set up a Patreon. Now, Patreon is, yes, it's money. You donate so much per month, okay? But until I get 3J Gaming to exactly where I want it to be, everything that we bring in from our Patreon, from donations and from you guys supporting us, if we do make it to monetization, every penny of that is going to go right back into 3J Gaming. I need to learn. I need better software. I need better hardware. I only have an Xbox. I would love to get a gaming PC. I would like to get a PlayStation 4 for all the great exclusives. I would like to get all this stuff, and all of it would benefit the channel. I would love to have covered God of War. It's a great game. I watched people play it because I couldn't play it myself. So I don't have the funds and the money to buy a PlayStation 4 in the game. All these great Steam games that I would just love to play for, $5. They're just little alphas. PUBG was an alpha for how long? And it's turned into a great giant game. So it's one of those things where it's going to give us an advantage a little bit, at least on the same playing field as everybody else, if I can get the proper equipment and the proper things that I need. So Patreon is going to be able to help me do that. As of right now, there's not going to be a whole lot of rewards for Patreon. Like, I know that it's supposed to be a community and everything. You know, the only thing I can say is you will have a direct line to us through Patreon, to where you can talk, you know, content, you can request stuff, you can, like, even just game with us. You know, if you like what you're seeing and we're playing a game that, you know, we need a 4th or a 2nd or a 3rd or a 10th, whatever game it is, you know, Patreon will be our number one go-to spot for sure. So I want to thank you guys one more time. This has been crazy. We spent months and months at 41 subs and shot up to 540, and right now we've been kind of sticking around that right now. So we're more than halfway to getting monetized. We are well above our view time that needs to be there. So thank you guys so much for that. I hope you guys approve of the changes that we're going to make to 3J Gaming and how much work and time I'm going to be spending doing just this. Speaking of appreciation, I wasn't really going to do this, and Joey didn't agree with me. But there's a gentleman that has been a supporter of ours for the longest time. And to tell you the truth, like, a lot of times I would upload a video and it wouldn't reach very far. It would reach 16, 17, you know, maybe 20 views. So I was very discouraged. And as a small creator, it's hard to say, oh, well, like, it's still good. So one gentleman has consistently brought up my spirits, and that is Joe Burkhardt. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. He's been with us probably, I recognize his name from the very beginning as one of the people that have just brightened my day when I threw out a video that I thought wasn't exactly the greatest or could have been better. And he's always been positive and supportive. And Joe, I want to thank you for that. Here's a couple of his comments I'm going to throw up on here to see just how long he's been supporting our channel. So thank you so much, Joe. You have no idea how much it helps to hear a single comment of just, hey, thanks for the video, it was great. It really lifts my day and it lifts my spirits and lets me continue to do this. So thank you so much, man. And thank you all to have commented and subbed. We appreciate your support and hope to make great content that you'll enjoy in the future. Thank you. And as always, this is for you, bro.